FP Ag, the name you can trust for all your farm needs. FP Ag Rural Supplies has the knowledge and know-how to help you improve your production with expert agronomy advice for your pastures, hay production and broadacre cropping, fertiliser advice and spreading, animal health strategies, fencing needs, expert viticultural advice, livestock sale options, and they also offer an on-farm delivery service. FP Ag, with 6 fully stocked branches across the Florio. They're in your field.
Happy FM's Halftime Hub, brought to you by FP Ag. We're in your field.
Today I'm talking to the Under-17 Girls Premiership Coach from McLaren Districts, Daniel Petrucci. Daniel, welcome.
Thank you, appreciate it.
Mate, you've obviously the runner for the A grade as well. You're doing everything around the club, but let's talk about your role as the Under-17s Premiership Coach last Sunday. Tell us about the game.
Yeah, so it was a really good performance from the girls. Wollonga, we knew they were going to come at us. Obviously we went through the season undefeated, so I sort of put it to our girls, we've got to put all that to the side and we've got to go to the big dance, and it doesn't mean anything if we don't get the job done in the end there. So it was a tight tussle early, and then sort of Wollonga held us tight early, but I knew once we got going, and the girls are a bit fumbly early as well, especially in the first quarter, but once we got going, we were cleaner with the footy, that we'd take the game away, and that sort of showed in the end. So,
yeah, and tell us about your role. How long have you been coaching the girls, and why did you get involved?
Yeah, so I got involved, my daughter started playing when she was about 10, so I got involved helping the under-14s, and then kind of led to being an assistant, and then that just sort of moved to taking over the 14s. And I only was the head coach of the 14s for 1 year, and then my daughter had moved up, and I was going to stay with the 14s, but it was I spoke to the club, and the premiership coach from the year before, he had moved on and had his time, so went up, and it was a really I really enjoy coaching. It wasn't something that I didn't think I was going to really get into, but I have really enjoyed it, and with this year, we only had really 16, 17, 18 players throughout the year, because there was 9 top age players from last year who won the premiership who had moved on. So it was quite a young group. Only 3 top age girls in our group. So, it was a really good season. So.
And Wollonga have been the dominant side in the women's. It looks like here come McLaren's. You've got the under-14 premiership, the under-17 premiership. So there's big things.
Yeah. We've built a really good program here, and the numbers were great in 14s. Like, we had 30 kids to pick from in the 14s, which is really good. Our numbers weren't as strong in the 17s, but every week we would always have everyone there, and I think we've built some really good culture within that group. And I think we had 9 under-17 players throughout the year played senior women's, which was something that I've really tried to press, because especially at that age group, 15, 16, 17. Girls, you don't play for one season, you're not coming back. So I've really tried to make them, feel welcome within the group, welcome within the senior group, and then hopefully they keep playing footy.
Yeah.
So.
And it seems to me that there's a great culture within the girls and women's footy. They just seem to have a good camaraderie, and they genuinely have fun with the game.
Yeah, and that's been a big thing that I've pressed this year is, yes, it's about development and growth, but if we don't enjoy it, the girls aren't going to want to be there. Really making sure training's enjoyable, we join in as coaches in the drills, and you can give them a bit of bake every now and then, and you want to develop and grow, but you really need to make sure you enjoy it, and that's really important at a junior level as well.
So let's talk about your own footy. What did you do as a footballer?
Yeah, so I played footy pretty much up until I was 21. Then I did my knee, had a knee reco, and then did my knee again in rehab. Broke my kneecap. So then I didn't play, and I had shoulder issues as well. So I sort of stopped at the age of 21 and didn't play for about 5 years. Got into shift work, and then that kind of pushed me away from footy. Came back and started playing cricket again, and when Gianni was at Ranella, played a little bit of B grade there. It was really just filling in at times, and then just with the body, I've got had 2 knee recos and bad shoulders, so too many injuries. So that's what sort of went down the avenue of coaching, because I love footy and the family's heavily involved in the club, and obviously Gianni, so he's managed to get me out halfway through the year being runner. So it
must be a good communication with your brother out there as the coach. How does that work?
Yeah, I've learnt a lot from him. He's obviously a really experienced coach and has coached in many levels, so he's helped me a lot within my 17s group and within my coaching personally. I do go to him quite a bit, especially within the grand final last week. but had some tips with him on Friday night and had a good chat with him on Sunday morning, you know, just preparing myself for, and obviously making sure that, you know, I was nervous, but he was like, don't show the nerves to the girls because then they'll get nervous. So, you know, you have your nerves before you get there, and then make sure it's all about, you know, being switched on and aware and certainly, and enjoyment. So, yeah, we've got a pretty good bond, so I've learned a lot from him as a coach.
Yeah, fantastic. So tell us about the game today. I mean, you're a runner here.
Yeah.
How do you see this game? You're down by 5 goals?
Yeah, well, I mean, Encounter Bay have just been first to footy. They've been first to footy. They've been much cleaner with it. They're spread from the contest, especially their movement of the footy. They're really clean, and we haven't been clean, unfortunately. We've been really killed around the ball, so it's a big second half to step up because you want to go into finals with momentum, especially with, you know, potential of playing Encounter Bay in the finals as well. So it's really important that we switch on the second half.
Seems like you've got a congested forward line too. There's not much run. They've got the run. Kieran Garrett's playing that loose man.
Yeah, it is interesting there because we've had a few players back who've, you know, there was quite a large chunk that have come back who've missed a fair bit of footy, and some experienced heads. So I'm sure Johnny's talking to them now then about movement, those repeat leads, and getting in and out of space. I think a few times we got caught in the space, we weren't hitting the targets. So,
okay. And your role as a runner, what's that like? What sort of fitness do you have to do?
To be honest, like, there wasn't a lot of fitness coming into it. It was there was somebody who was injured in the B grade. He did it the first half of the year, and he had come back from an e-reco, so wanted to start playing again. And my brother called me, and I've filled in over the past few years. Just been filling, obviously, because I'm knowledgeable around football and I know the guys. And then when he asked me, I said, "Yeah." And then he said, "Oh, do you want to do it for the rest of the year?" And I got a large family, so I had a chat to the wife and said, "Yep, we'll get it done." And I've really enjoyed it. Obviously, here at McLaren, I usually get it from Mole, the assistant, because Mole's sitting next to me with the headphones on. I don't really get it from Johnny.
Yes.
Away games, I do a little bit, but I haven't had a blasting from him yet. So usually, it comes down from Mole to me. So
Okay, so this game today, it's really about a psychological test for you guys because you're going to, more than likely, depending on the results, you're going to meet up again with Encounter Bay, so you want to get one up on them, don't you?
Yeah, 100%, and that's why I think this second half is absolutely massive. You can see Encounter Bay are up now, so I'm pretty confident now the guys will come up after half time and really switch on here because they need to.
Yes,
absolutely. They need to get the momentum going.
Well, Encounter Bay are just running out the ground now, and McLaren's not far behind them, so can't wait to see what happens in this next half. It's as long as you win this next half, it'll be that mind game.
That's it. We can't let Encounter Bay repeat what they've done in the first half.
Yes,
and especially their movement from the footy. We need to block it up a bit. And,
absolutely.
Yeah, start playing our game.
Yeah, well, thanks for your time.
No, that's right. Appreciate it. Thank you.
All right, this is Daniel Petrucci on the Halftime Hub. This has been a great Southern Football League line live on the radio, 90.1, streaming at YouTube at happyfm.org.au.
Happy FM's Halftime Hub, brought to you by FP Ag. We're in your field.